Welcome to the Legion Outriders podcast, your source for the latest Legion news, opinion, and analysis. And now, the Outriders.
Hello, Outriders, and welcome to episode 134 of the Legion Outriders podcast, a podcast devoted to Star Wars and Star Wars Legion. I am Outrider Matt, and with me today is...
Not Outsider Dan, just Outrider Dan.
Yeah, that's right. I really hope that name sticks if we have him back on. I'm sure we will, too, but he did a great job.
Yeah, I'm meaning to ask his opinion about these Mandalorians, because he loves the Rebel Mandos, so I'll have to...
I honestly, that was one of my first play experiences against the Rebel Mandos, was him with keeping them in heavy cover with medics backing them up, and they just kept coming back, and it was so annoying. I mean, I know they're not optimal by any chance, but just that experience has stuck with me, since they've been out.
But we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
Tangents. But of course, we'd like to take a second to thank our Patreons that make recording and publishing this show possible. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/Legion Outriders. We actually have a new Patreon reward coming soon, TM, so stay tuned or drop into the Discord. We'll have more details on that. But you're going to be able to print out your own ray shield barrier, kind of a little bit bigger than a barricada, but not too big. Should fit into a lot of tabletop scenarios real easy there. Mr. Jeff is working really hard on that, and we're going to also be bringing it over to the 6UP store, so you should be able to get it at a significant discount if you're a patron, or if you just want to support the show and pick it up, you can just get it at regular price. So there you go. 2 ways to win there.
Yeah, and 6UP, they just announced their awesome new token set.
That is
cool.
super cool.
Yeah.
I actually need to talk to Geekin about those, because token sets, always got to love those.
Yeah, and considering we're a partner, we're like, hey, okay,
hey, how about some review samples?
Exactly.
But so for today's show, we got a whole lot to talk about. Sorry we missed last week. Actually had some COVID-related illnesses with myself and the wife, so that's mea culpa. But we're all doing great. We're all well past it and feeling good, which is good because we're still going to Celebration next week.
Yeah, I mean, actually it was perfect timing to get over it.
We're going to be super juiced. Like, all the antibodies are going to be flowing. We will have the midichlorians on our side this time. Yeah. It's going to be great. But if it had to happen, it's going to be good. But yeah, both Holly and I are boosted, so it was, honestly, we didn't even know we were sick. Holly never gets sick, so when she had a chest thing for like 2 days, she's like, oh, well, let me take one of the at-home tests just in case. And it was like, oh crap. We were actually playing a game at the time when I found out, and I started packing my stuff up, and I was like, I gotta go home. We gotta go into lockdown right now. But no, we're doing good, and it's well past. But anyways, so we got...
Speaking of Celebration,
that means we got lots and lots of stuff to talk about. We're going to Celebration. We've got a major LVO update to yell about, so that'll be great. And then, of course, we've had all those articles coming out, and we're going to be discussing those. But first, a galactic transmission is coming in. We've got some news, Dan.
Well, we were just talking about Celebrations. So.
I know. I was trying to get through the rest of my stuff, so here we go. Celebration.
So, as of recording, it's this coming weekend, and you're going to be attending. LJ's going to be attending.
Yeah, LJ will be demoing there, so that'll be cool.
I believe Krabok is actually making his way out there.
Yes.
So yeah, there'll be some Legion community people out there too. So if you happen to be going to Celebration and happen to run, just say hi.
Yes, absolutely. Right. I'll be wearing. I've got 2 specially printed Legion Outrider shirts plus one of the classics I'll be wearing out there. So I'll be repping the show.
Well, you got that the Jedi Master, or what pass did you get?
Yeah. So we didn't originally have the Jedi Master, but Holly has been in a frenzy on a hunt to try and score some and these are the passes that let you into the venue early. You get a VIP lounge. You pay way too much money for it, but it's kind of a you only live once kind of thing. And honestly, seeing Holly so excited for like, oh, we're gonna get into all the panels this time, because we got into 0 of the panels at the previous convention. So I'll definitely be posting pictures into the Discord and the Twitter and all that stuff, but it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and AMG hasn't announced any Legion Con exclusives, but X-Wing is getting theirs.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely be picking up at least one of those X-Wing ships from my
that Delta
collection.
That paint job looks
good.
awesome.
It looks really good, yeah.
So hopefully they'll have an unannounced or late announcement of something.
I'm hoping, yeah. I was polling LJ. I was like, "Have you heard anything?" Since he's going to be demoing, he's like, "I don't know anything." It's like,
oh, well, you know LJ, how coy he is.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, I'm not sure how many NDAs he signed as well.
Yeah,
so,
no kidding. Yeah, no kidding.
But man, we're gonna have an action-packed end of this month because during Celebration, Kenobi drops.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very excited for that. I'm hoping we're gonna get a little screening out there, but.
Yeah, worst case, I know you'll be back at the hotel room in the evening with the Disney Plus on the phones.
Yep. Well, I got my iPad, so
nice.
we'll bring
nice.
that.
So
Actually,
you are prepared.
I'm probably bringing my laptop, so we'll have it on that.
Nice. But for actual news that's come out, of course, the Kenobi press tour has been making the rounds.
Yeah, there's some beautiful people in the Star Wars. That one spread they did, was it Vogue or Vanity Fair?
It was Variety.
Something with a V. There you go.
And Vanity Fair did do a lot of interviews as well.
Mm-hmm.
But not only with the cast, but also Kathleen Kennedy and the other people in charge of
I'm
actually
have
doing
to
this
go
stuff.
dig those up and read them.
Oh yeah, no, definitely do, because there's although honestly there's future stuff they talked about, but they didn't really
talk around it.
There were only real concrete nuggets, at least the ones that I wrote down here. Andor got its release date given, which is going to be late summer of this year.
Woo!
Yep.
I did read the little thing that they had written about that for the writer, and it sounds very positive, though, about his motivation and his character. It's basically a refugee story, and how he gets kind of radicalized into the rebels. I'm like, dude, that sounds great.
Yeah, it's going to be good to see the darker side of the rebels and see how they do all that. And there was a rumor going around that it was planned for 5 seasons, but it was dropped to 3.
Huh.
But it's like, we haven't even had it come out yet. So why we even?
Well, I guess they were planning the major story arcs. I don't know.
But on movie side of things, and which is funny because in all these interviews, Kathleen Kennedy had a few of these interviews, and she did reiterate one bad thing that was there isn't any books we can just pull off the shelf to take content from, and it's like, come on, you decanonized all these books.
I mean,
but anyway,
yeah.
Stay positive. Okay.
Right.
She did say that Lucasfilm was regrouped, and they started regrouping after the Rise of Skywalker, that they're going to kind of reformat most of the content into TV content.
I mean, that's been super duper popular.
Right. And her justification was, George took the whole concept of Star Wars from this, the Flash Gordon serials.
Oh, sure.
As that works better in a serialized format, the TV is a better format to put that out than movies.
And I'm sure we are not done with the movies by any stretch.
No, in fact, she did say that Taika Waititi's movie, which is still, as of yet, unnamed. Is going to be the next one that will come out, though, of course, no date was given. Rogue One was delayed, saying that Patty Jenkins is working on
Rogue One,
Rogue Squadron. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Squadron,
they are still working on that.
Still working on that, but of course Patty Jenkins working on Wonder Woman 3 in this. She was doing a Cleopatra biopic.
They're
as well.
doing a third Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, the first one was good.
It was okay. Yeah, it was okay. Plus, I'd say the second one was so. Anyways, if you like Wonder Woman 2, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm very happy for you.
But she actually brought up Rian Johnson's trilogy.
I am excited for that. I will go on record as saying I am a Rian Johnson fan. Yes, his movie wasn't perfect, but him having a trilogy, I think, will be a very good thing. Well, I'm waiting for the hate messages and all that.
What she said about this trilogy is it's currently on the back burner.
Right. Yeah, it's not canceled. That's the important thing. And I would like to see a Rian Johnson trilogy.
It's been on the back burner since it was announced in 2017. Okay. It's been 5 years.
But they haven't given up hope yet. And rebellions are built on hope.
We're just going to have to agree to disagree on this
one.
That's
fine. Absolutely fine.
I'm feeling this
is a big enough galaxy for the both of us.
So yeah, definitely check out those the Variety and Vanity Fair articles and interviews, because there's a lot of awesome pictures. And you see that the cover of Variety where they had everyone from all the different shows.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah, with the Cassian, the Ahsoka, and Kenobi
and Mando, and
Wait,
Mando was Mando?
Yeah,
Mando.
That was Anakin. Never mind. No. Okay, whatever. Yeah, still, good shot. Very exciting things, though.
Yeah,
but,
so that's May's going to be busy. June, It's going to be crazy busy, too. We got a lot going on
Yeah,
in
we
June.
were just sitting down and planning our schedule for next month because Dan's going to be in New York.
Yep, I got to go out for some work training.
Yeah, which sounds absolutely awesome. Make sure to hit up that Sbarro's for a New York slice.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to be going to a Weird Al
Yes,
concert, so
yes.
very excited for that. But more salient to it is we've got the mini extravaganza. Could you say it, please?
Mini extravaganza.
Thank you. God.
And that's from June 9th to 11th. And then a week after that, Shadow Collective drops on the 17th.
Ooh, buddy.
So yeah, there's a lot of crazy news that's going to be coming up.
Yeah.
That's whatever AMG, because of course AMG has a panel at Celebration. We
Yes.
talked about this on the previous episode. And then whatever they announce there, plus whatever they announce at Mini Extravaganza, it's going to be a lot of Legion hype coming very, very soon.
Yeah. We'll have an interim episode too, where I'm sure we'll be. I think we are planning to have LJ on the show next time, pending his schedule.
Yeah,
but
so
it's
we
penciled
can
in
never
there.
promise the Pena, but
Yeah,
we can always hope for the Pena.
Yeah. It's one of those, goals you shoot for. But and then of course I'll be talking about my Celebration experience and all that, and maybe some games too. But speaking of actual Legion related things.
Well, yeah, so not only is it 251 days to LVO.
Oh, is it?
Yes. But sooner than that, and also this June 6th, LVO tickets go on sale.
June 6th. Yes.
Actually, I'm going to need to bug LJ of what exact time so that I can sit there, because I'm going to be at work. I'm going to have to sit there refreshing on my phone.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, yes, we should. Usually he sends out an announcement pretty quick when he goes up.
Oh,
for
he's
sale.
already announced, and with that, the LVO Discord channel has been reactivated.
Yay.
So definitely check that out for announcements and join the party in there. It's always a party.
Yeah,
LVO
yeah.
Discord channel. But what has been announced that LVO will be a grand championship.
Hooray!
Meaning there will be Worlds tickets on the line.
Oh man, that's good. I'm so excited to see that's going to be the larger competitive scene is going to be happening, and it's going to be happening at LVO, so which it really should be.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic.
I'm in early development for table number 2, so we'll see.
Oh, buddy, is it going to be more Star Tours?
Yeah, it's going to be more Disney Star Wars this time around.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'll tease
Interesting.
it at that real quick.
Oh, wow, I don't even know anything about this. This is
Yes.
great. Oh, very excited. Yay.
Speaking of which, because
The master
when
builder.
you're going out to Celebration, you're also going to Disneyland, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a few things I'm gonna need you to pick up at Galaxy. Edge.
Oh, okay. Do I have a shopping list?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
So,
Fair enough.
related and not related to the table, but anyway.
Yeah, I'll be there for Star Wars night, and then we're just spending a day out there with some friends, so
Yep. So
I can do that.
has been announced that not only the Grand Championship, but just like last year, unconventional warfare and doubles events will also be going on.
Great.
Yep. So now I'm gonna have to talk with Jeff since he went Empire this previous one. I may have to.
Are you going to go Rebel?
I don't know. We'll discuss it.
Oh, buddy.
I mean, Shadow Collective will be out then too. So.
Oh, yeah,
have
I
to
guess you might get down
Go-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quote unquote rebels.
Mhm. Yeah. No, they are the criminal element. So.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Paint them with a wide brush, sir.
Yeah.
But that's it for that exciting news. Very happy about the LVO stuff. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll be back to cover all those articles that have been coming out and catch us all up on the details. Be right back. Hey guys, Matt here to tell you about our friends over at 6UP Supply. If you're like me and don't have access to your own 3D printers, 6UP Supply has you covered with a whole suite of printing services to bring those awesome files to life. The Outriders are proud to be partnered with 6UP, and you could find special themed terrain, gear, and tokens with a big discount for Patreon members in the Outrider Central section of the website. And that's not all. You can also get terrain bases, game supplies, tools, LED kits, and more. Stuff is being added all the time. So stop by the number 6upsupply.com and use coupon code OUTRIDER to save 10% on your next order, and let them help you up your game.
You are receiving the Legion Outriders podcast. Ending the transmission now would be most unfortunate. And now, the Outriders.
Welcome back, Outriders. Matt and Dan here with you, and we've had 3 articles drop since the last episode, so we're going to be catching up on those. Some really, really spicy things coming out, and I am really loving getting this information. Just, it feels like a torrent coming out as we're building momentum towards mini extravaganza.
Yes, it's great to have articles again.
It is. And I mean, we know that LJ is the one writing them, so mazel tov to you, sir. You're doing a great job.
Yes.
And I love getting the details, but we've got Capo, Vigo, Maul, Super Commandos that have come out so far, and we know on the horizon is Gar Saxon, Bounty Hunters, their rework cards.
Yep, and what's left of Card Pack 2, which, we'll get a little bit more into that.
Yeah, we're going to go over what we know here. Yep. But the Shadow Syndicate and the Mauls and all that kind of stuff are looking really, really fun. Everything's been very flavorful so far, so it continues the tradition of Legion, melding the feel and the story and the adventure of Star Wars with some good rules, so...
Yeah, so we're getting a lot of the leadership side of the Shadow Collective with these last few releases. The first article out, at least since last time we talked, was Maul, which I was surprised we got this one so early in the list of them.
I think we were guessing it was going to be like the and here he is, the grand finale.
The crescendo of these articles would have been that, but no, they released it kind of in the middle of it, so it keeps the hype going. So so Maul. Arrival is his subtitle.
A rival, not he's showing up somewhere. Yes.
170 points. His faction symbol is kind of a bloody, smeary hand print, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Shadow Collective symbol before.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking the Crimson Dawn one is what you're thinking.
Yeah, thank you.
Which is his second attempt after this.
Well, the first one didn't work out, so let's start a new syndicate.
So I'm curious if they'll make this adapt into any future Crimson Dawn Battle Force that eventually does come out.
That could, we could speculate. They did say that they were going to be doing like these micro battle force kind of things, like sub-faction dealies. So it could just be one and done. That's what you get and it's done, and all that. But who knows? They always have the potential to add more in later.
170 points. He is a mercenary, and he does have those 2 dots next to his faction symbol. However, they are blank. They're just grayed out. So this means that, fortunately, Maul cannot be taken in any of the 4 standard factions. He can only be taken in the Shadow Collective.
Maul works for Maul, and that's it.
Yeah. Better call Maul.
Yeah.
Boo. He has 2 force slots, a command slot, 1 training slot instead of 2, like his CS counterpart, and an arsenal slot. Jump 1, allies of convenience baked in, so you don't have to pay for the card.
That's good, and I hope we see that on a lot of the leadership options for these guys.
We really need the full rules text for allies of convenience, because that's we'll hopefully get that at Mini Extravaganza. Deflect, Immune Pierce, Geomastery, and the most interesting thing on here, Wound 1.
Yeah, that one made me go, huh, okay.
Wounds that make you go,
Yeah, exactly.
So when you first time you enter play, suffer 1 wound. So this just basically activates Geomastery, activates Tenacity out of the gate.
So he's basically 5 health.
Yeah, he's effectively 5 health.
Right.
Though there's a command card a little bit later on that we'll talk about that may help with that. But yes, he has his same double-bladed lightsaber as his CIS version of 4 red and 4 white, Impact 2, Pierce 2, red save, 6 base health, but of course with the wound 1 that makes it 5, and 3 courage. Does not surge for anything. So there's been a lot of comparisons of him versus his CIS version.
It makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, but really, what really changes him up though is what goes in that arsenal slot, because this basically makes him entire. I'm actually surprised they put this as an upgrade as opposed to a whole new command card, just as much as it changes the card. Or a whole new, I'm sorry, not command card, unit card.
Yeah.
But the Darksaber, and this is not your Sabine's Darksaber.
No, this is, did I make the joke already about the Darksaber is basically the village bicycle?
You did at the store?
Okay, but not on the podcast.
Not on the podcast,
okay, good.
no.
I'm glad I remembered to say it here. The Darksaber is the village bicycle. Everybody gets a turn with it, so...
Yes, if you're a Vizsla, if you're
if you're a Moff Gideon,
Sabine, Moff Gideon, Gandalf, it's
let's hope Bo-Katan gets in there somewhere too.
It's the MacGuffin.
Yeah.
Anyway, this time around it's 6 black dice, Shadow Collective Maul only. Treat your rank as commander. You gain Surge Crit for on attack. You gain Cunning. And the Darksaber is sidearm for both melee and ranged. So if you do attach this, he does lose his double-bladed lightsaber. Which I've seen a lot of chatter online of like, why did they model him dual-wielding the lightsaber and the Darksaber? Rule of cool. Models are meant to be awesome. Yeah,
there. Exactly. And Legion's always been about rule of cool.
Yeah, yeah. So. Modeling is always about the rule. So. Yeah. And I'm sure there'll be enough arms in there you could, put just the Darksaber on him or just put the double-bladed lightsaber and the Darksaber on there and just
feel like Grievous needs to have a Darksaber on him too, so
shouldn't be hard to mod, honestly.
There's enough out there now.
But yeah, no, the Surge Crit and Cunning. I should say Surge Crit on that attack. So it's 6 black dice Surge Crit versus 4 red, 4 white, not Surge Crit. It's the people have run the math. They're very, very close to each other.
I was going to say that feels like a push, but right. I'm glad they've actually
the double-bladed works way better on saber throw because it's 4 red versus 3 black.
Sure.
But otherwise, they're very, very close. So I think you build them and you play them differently depending on which direction you're going. But he has some awesome command cards.
Which one do we want to start with?
The 3-pip or the 3-pip?
Yeah, let me go. We're going to go left to right here, okay. And let me do Witch Magic here, which is a 3-pip.
Yeah, that art though.
It says Maul. Oh yeah, the art on all this is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure. Well, go look up the articles. You must nominate Maul while building a command hand. Treat this card as though it has 1 pip. Remove up to 2 wound tokens and any number of poison or immobilized tokens from Maul. When Maul activates, he recovers. So suddenly that wound 1 doesn't seem quite so bad.
No, yeah. So, collect a few more wounds and then you can bring yourself back up with this card. One clarification you didn't mention when you're reading it. You must nominate Shadow Collective Maul.
Yes, there is that little icon there. Okay,
right. So this will not work for the CIS. All 3 of these command cards will not work for the CIS Maul.
Wow, that actually makes me a little sad. I was kind of looking forward to building them in there, but yeah, you're right. There it is. Yeah, that specific Maul. Yep. Well, I guess it would make sense because he hadn't gone to Dathomir and gotten healed before all that stuff, which is what the art is from the Clone Wars.
Yep. So when you need to get your robot leg maintenance going. A little witch magic will do. But yeah, some other cool things with this card. You're removing not only to the 2 wounds, but any number of poison or immobilizes. Now, poison isn't all that prevalent right now, but a burst of speed gives you an immobilized token.
Oh, that's a good point. Because I was thinking about it's like I'm not too worried about those little grapple guns from the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
how often are you going to see that?
Sure, you've got Cad Bane, you've got what else is it?
You got
Palpatine's lightning.
Oh yeah.
Boba Fett's whipcord card. Yeah. There's they're out there, but they're not as prevalent. But yeah, drop a 4 speed.
Now, if you're doing it to yourself,
true, yeah, exactly.
You can almost guarantee that's going to be really useful.
And the other interesting thing, when he activates, he recovers. He doesn't have Master of the Force built in. So any of your force things that you've used, force abilities, if you used, you do get to recover with that.
Bring your dodge back or what have you. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking, you either get in and get bubble, run in with your force speed and get bubble wrapped, or put him behind a wall or something just for a turn, just to recover everything, and then jump out and just start murdering things again.
Yeah.
But 2-pip, His Eminence, and I love that the 1 leg up Captain Morgan sit. Yeah. You must nominate Shadow Collective Maul. Maul gains 1 dodge token. So another card that gives a dodge token. I believe 1 or 2 of his cards in his CIS set give him a dodge token. I have to review those. Each trooper unit at range 1 of Maul gains a suppression token. Now keep in mind each other trooper, so that's friendlies as well. When another friendly trooper at range 1 activates, it skips its rally skip, and that unit cannot be suppressed or panicked.
Nice.
So it's a hybrid of Master of Evil and complete the mission.
Yeah.
Just at range 1.
So Maul and 1 unit. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On to his last 3 pip, seize what power we can. And this is Maul and 2 units. You must nominate Shadow Collective Maul. Place 1 aim and 3 surge tokens on this card. Each time an enemy unit at range 1 of Maul spends an aim, dodge, or surge token, place 1 token of the same type on this card. Friendly mercenary units can spend tokens on this card as if their unit has these tokens.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so rewarded for, kind of hanging him out near his dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his enforcers with him. He's out there.
So
and
when you get
he gets
Maul
a
buried,
pocket exemplar for a turn.
Yeah, so clone token sharing what?
Yeah.
And the crazy thing, friendly mercenary units can spend. It has no range restriction on that.
Good catch.
So yeah, you can start, just borrowing tokens wherever Maul's buried, and then something on the other side of the board can start using those. So that's pretty crazy.
Does this matter when he activates? I'm just thinking about that now. Or is it just active the entire round? So
no,
you can
the entire round. Each time it's when the enemy unit spends within range 1 of Maul spends one of those tokens.
So you can stick him into the thick of it, and then he can do his thing, and then just keep generating tokens for his troops while they're activating around that. I like that a lot.
That's crazy
because that's kind of where Maul wants to be.
Yeah. And at least none of the units shown for Shadow Collective yet have offensive surges, so they can definitely use those surge tokens.
Yeah, that'd help. And then finally, we've got a very exciting upgrade card that we've been talking about a lot, but up close and personal, and that is a training slot, 5 points. After you perform a ranged attack at range 1 to 2, gain 1 dodge token.
Oh, so many applications for this card. I think this is going to be up there with the pantheon of tenacity and offensive push.
Yeah, I think there's a reason they put Sabine right on that card.
Well, yeah, so anything with Gunslinger,
–
Han, Sabine is going to love the hell out of this thing.
God, yeah. That's...
anything with a pistol, because it's already range 2.
Yeah.
And Saber Throw is range 2.
Yes, it is.
So, and who loves dodges more than lightsaber wielders?
Oh, man. I can't think of many.
So, yeah, like I said, this is going to be one of those, I'm calling it now tenacity / offensive push. It's going to be the default training upgrade unless you're doing something weird.
When I first saw that, I was like, oh, good, fleet troopers. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean,
maybe
the
eventually.
dodge helps.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, because they don't have a captain. You're right. No,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's...
I mean, whenever they get their upgrade pack.
Maybe, if that ever happens.
Yeah.
Then again, maybe fleet troopers never get sent to training or advanced tactics, because who cares,
No.
Right.
We've seen an increase in popularity lately. I mean, they're
with delivery vehicles like the A5 and all that. Yeah, it's
and especially in the Unnatural Resources games we've been playing. I've seen some Rebel players popping those in because of the cover everywhere.
I know we didn't get to finish that game, but man, we were having fun.
Oh, yes.
Hey, remember that time when I rolled back to back like 6 wounds on you with the Dianoga?
Oh, God. Your red dice are fixed, I swear.
Yes, they are. Now that we're not playing, I can admit that.
So yeah, speaking of leadership,
let's speak of leadership.
Yes, so we got also the next article of the Black Sun Vigo and the Pike Syndicate Capo.
Yay, unnamed leadership chuds.
Yeah, so these are the generic officers for the Shadow Collective. So the Pike Syndicate Capo has the Pike symbol for his faction affiliation, and as a mercenary, he has all 4 of the major factions also on his card. So yeah, he can go in anything because Pikes, they only care about money. So 45 points, has a leadership and a equipment slot. Has the ability Aid Pike. When you would gain an aid, dodge, or surge, another friendly Pike unit at range 1 and in line of sight can gain that token instead. And if they do, you gain a suppression. So this is more token passing around.
Yeah, with a sideways benefit there because of the next ability.
Yes, so all 3 of these kind of synergize together.
Yeah,
so which is crazy. Danger Sense 2 And then independent dodge 1, if you don't have an order token, you gain a dodge token. So you don't put a order token on him. He gains a dodge. He uses aid to throw that to a friendly pike. Gains a suppression, which fuels his danger sense.
Seems all right.
It's not quite Rube Goldberg-y, but it's...
You might be catching a mouse at the end of that mousetrap, yeah.
4 health, 2 courage, white, surging defense, 3 black, range 1 to 3 for his gun, which is not bad.
Yeah.
That's the same as the clone captain's gun, which is great. And 1 black unarmed.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a solid
45 points.
45
That's
points,
super solid. Yeah, I could definitely see adding that in there just for token sharing. People like token sharing. You like to share the tokens.
And if you don't give the Darksaber to Maul, if you want to run him in the we forgot to mention with Maul, he was an operative. He was not a commander.
Starts as an operative normally, but Darksaber gives him. Yeah. So I'm really curious how that kind of I guess you could have him. The capo,
as the capo, officially we don't have their force organization chart yet,
right?
But using the conventional force organization chart as a basis, throw a capo or even 2 of them, as cheap as they are.
Yeah, you can extrapolate a little bit there.
a bunch of pike foot soldiers, and honestly, I've been throwing that in.
And then you just feed all your command cards to Maul, and everybody else has got their independent
going. So it's like, hey, there you go.
This is the Maul show. Just stand back,
His counterpart, though, for the Black Sun Vigo, is 50 points. He's a little beefier. I think it's mainly because of that red defense die. You're just paying for that.
Yeah.
But
okay, let me do this one.
You do that one.
Rest your voice a minute there. So it's got it only works for the 2 factions, and those are the CIS and the Empire. So they're not quite as willing to get out there and work with the rebels and whatnot.
They work for the dark side.
Yeah, they're Darksiders. And we've got a leadership and an equipment upgrade there. They've got aid, Black Sun. So same as the other one, it's just, they're passing tokens to their own units. Got Dauntless, which is pretty cool. And then independent aim 1, so a little bit more offensive. Probably also where you're seeing just that 5-point increase, the 50 versus the 45. And it's got range 1 to 2, Vigo's BH4 double blaster, which is black, white. And then 3 black. He's got some martial arts kung fu, some Terraskazi coming in there.
Oh, God.
Yeah, buddy. But, just seems like a slightly beefier version for the pikes. It only works with bad guys.
Yeah, but he's got the double blaster. The double black double. Just for fun, I threw up a list builder on my phone here real quick. So,
okay.
So, assuming that you can put 2 capos and 6 foot soldiers, putting vigilance on the 2 capos, of course, just to save all those dodges. The disruptor soldier and the generic pike foot soldier personnel. That's 2 pikes, 6 foot soldiers. So that's 8 activations, 538 points.
Wow, that's not too shabby, right there.
So you can easily fit, because Maul, you throw a bunch of upgrades on him, he's going to be near 200.
Yeah,
plus something else to make it up to 10.
So you're looking at a pretty easy 9 activations right there, maybe 10 if you get in there and don't get as crazy with the upgrades.
Or even if allies at convenience, the reminder text says, you may include 1 additional mercenary, 7 foot soldiers, just to spam them out there.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd be curious what you do about armor, but I guess you send them all at him. That's your answer to everything. Okay. Launch them all at him.
Well, no, armor is because all those disruptor rifles are all impact 1.
Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, problem solved. Never mind.
For funsies, if you make it 6 whip soldiers. 454 points for 8 activations.
I want to know when we get those giant, roided out like droidica robots from
the Scorpion
Book of
X's,
Boba Fett.
Oh yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That would be.
And those were clearly Pike faction, so it's gonna get interesting.
Please give AMG.
Oh, I'm sure they're working on it, but the cycles.
Yeah. But we've also got some command cards. Yeah. Starting out with 1 pip is Ploy, no units. Well, Luckily, we've all got that independent, right? You must nominate a mercenary unit. You can nominate a operative unit. Choose one of your order tokens and place it face down on this card. You may look at this token at any time. When you would draw an order token from your order pool, you may use the order token on this card instead. All right.
So, yeah, this is a 1 pip. And so instead of putting on the unit, you're putting it on the card. So it's functionally, it's assault, but
Yeah.
you're keeping the token hidden.
Yes.
And you don't have to decide which unit goes on until you pull it.
I love it.
So
Yeah, this is a ploy.
yes,
I like
this is
it.
a
It's
ploy.
well named.
And, you know, if you use Maul with Darksaber, that's a 1 pip cunning. So it's literally a 0 pip. Wow.
Yeah, it seems fun.
It's spicy. And, I mean, and it triggers all at independent because you're not putting the order token on the unit.
Yeah, no, it's on the card, clearly.
So there's so much synergy.
Yes, synergies. I can still feel Josh wincing from across the city. Good,
Yes.
good.
And then 2 and 3 pip are very, very similar. They do actually the same thing. The only difference is number of units and the token they give out.
Okay.
But you must nominate a mercenary unit. So the cool thing is also with all these, it's not Shadow Collective only.
Oh,
So when there
okay.
are future mercenary
other stuff,
yeah. Or you drop some Capos or Vigos in your faction army, you can nominate the mercenary commander to use these as well.
All
So
right.
there is some flexibility. These can actually be used in the regular armies as well, which I always thought it was weird that they were giving him literally in every box. But it makes sense that you can use, you know, in the normal factions as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
2 pip aggression. 2 units. Go ahead.
Units. You must nominate a mercenary unit. When issuing orders with this card, you can issue up to 2 fewer orders. For each order not issued, choose a different mercenary unit at range 1 to 3. Each chosen unit gains an aim. So again, triggering that independent, throwing out more tokens, more aid tokens going around, more independent tokens. You might have some stuff with cash on it. It's Token City.
Yeah, and definitely how you have your leaders kind of staged around there for doing their shenanigans too, for their order passing. So it's just like boop, 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 boop. Yeah. They're handing off the football to each other constantly.
God, yeah, I might have to buy another few token sets. Because, yes, I have 1 million cardboard tokens, but gotta use the acrylic. But anyway.
I mix mine freely. I have no pride.
Yeah. And the 3 pip discretion, like I said, is functionally the same. It's 3 units. Must nominate a mercenary unit. When issuing an order with this card, you can issue up to 3 fewer orders. For each order not issued, choose a different friendly mercenary at range 1 to 3. Each chosen unit gains a dodge token. So same thing, just dodges.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they did. Well, I don't know if I'm glad, but it's smart that they did it 3 dodges as opposed to the 3 aims. If they had reversed these two, it would have been.
Oh, yeah, that would have been a little bit. Yeah, that would have been a little bit amazing.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have the upgrade card, Lead by Example. Is that Saw? It's tough to see.
No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Who
Yeah,
is
my
that?
printout is all
Yeah.
black and white here. It's no, that's it's a clone. It is. oh no, yeah, this is Rex talking to God. What was that episode? The one where they figure out the chips.
Oh,
Was it Echo? Or
Fives?
Fives? Was it Fives? Yeah.
Fives. Pretty sure it's one of the
Yeah.
ones. He been in Bad Batch now. Right. But anyways, Lead by Example, 8 points, and this is a command upgrade. You gain Inspire 2. There you go.
I mean,
Inspire 2.
a lot of people have been liking this. I'm a little miffed now because suppression which was already not really a thing.
Dan.
Now we're just like, okay,
Shedding Empire tears again.
Yes, because suppression was the Empire's shtick.
Yeah.
And now we're just
You gotta
adding
find
more
a new-
tools to the
new
pool to
shtick.
just negate suppression even further.
If they pay 8 points for it.
if they pay points, or if they're not already droids, or if they're not already clones with higher courage, or if they're not already
Yes,
if there are any rebels
Let the
who
hate flow through you.
Yes, not already rebels that have abilities that use surge tokens to benefit them. It's but yeah, I mean, throw it on
Empire do at the last tournament? Pretty
which
good, as I
one?
recall.
the last local tournament, not that much, but
No.
but yeah, I mean, throw it on Leia, Inspire 4. That's just
Okay.
stupidly gross. But anyway,
Anyways,
moving on.
shh. Now we got the important stuff.
Yes.
Mandalorian Super Commandos.
I asked this on Facebook, and I think I answered my own question, though. What is the difference between a commando and a super commando? Presentation. Yeah.
It's got gravitas.
Sorry, Megamind quote. But anyway.
That's
Yeah.
God, that's such a good movie.
Yes.
Anyways, no. Okay, so Mandalorian Super Commandos, they're elites, clearly, and they come naturally with 3 in the unit, 75 points.
75 points for 3 models. 3 1 health models.
I know. There's a
Yeah.
lot of wincing on that one, but they got a lot of rules. So let's see what we got here. So they got an extra man's slot. They've got some training. They've got comms. They got equipment. They got grenades, and they got extra weapons. So, as you would expect, Mandalorians bring the whole kit and caboodle. They take these Boy Scout motto of "Be prepared" to an unhealthy extreme. Really,
Weapons are their religion.
they are clearly, and they are loaded for bear. But they come with Jump 2, Defend 1. So it's not new, but I don't see it very often. After you issue
that's
an
on
order,
the veterans.
Yeah, there you go. Gain 1 dodge jump. Yes, of course, the veterans have it. Impervious, which standard, and Independent Aim 1. So they're getting in on that independent train with some aims, which is always a good thing.
Interesting. The defend and the independent seem counterproductive, but it's actually interesting. You can control which direction you want them to go.
Yeah, you've got options, basically.
So you put a token on them, or an order token on them, they get a dodge. You don't put an order token on them, they get a name.
When I read it, I was like, oh, can you do a comms relay to give them the thing, to pass it? I was like, no, you can't. But, I was getting a little greedy there. But yes, they have the red dice save, 1 health, 2 courage. They do surge for defense, so they got that 3 up save. And then combat expertise, which is their melee for 2 blacks. West Star 35 blaster pistols, 2 blacks as well, range 1 to 2. But they've also got a blaster carbine, range 1 to 3, and it's a black and a white. So
so they can reach out to range 3, unlike their rebel counterparts. Mm-hmm. But that's a little offset by their jetpack rockets are only range 4 as opposed to 3 to 4.
Okay.
But otherwise they're the same. Yeah. But 1 red for the jetpack rockets. I mean, it's identical except for the range band.
Yeah. The rebels have refined their techniques, I guess. But we've got a whole slew of upgrades because, yes, weapons are a part of their religion. Starting out with Mandalorian Super Commando, Extra Dude. But 24 points, and this is Extra Dude slot, of course. Gain Cash Surge 2. So I think I said it before when they started doing the cash thing, is like, I hope they go and do that for like every extra dude you can throw in a unit. Give them some sort of option like that.
Yeah. Hopefully we can maybe get a revision or something to go back.
Yeah, a rebalance or for 1.5 or something. Who knows?
But not just that, but the heavy slot on Special Forces, you can use it for a regular dude. They started this with the Magna Guards. So like Royal Guards would love this. Pathfinders would love this. Like just being able to throw another regular guy in there. Yeah. Instead of getting a heavy weapon. It adds a lot more flexibility, and the cash is just the big cherry on top of that.
It is. It's a delicious cherry on top, yes. So I like that one. What else we got?
Well, they've got a lot of heavy options here. So they have the Super Commando Gunslinger, which doesn't have Gunslinger, the keyword.
Wow, you just want everything, don't you?
No. The Gunslinger on a multi-model unit, I don't know how that would even work functionally. But anyway, range 1 to 2, 2 black, 2 white, so it's a double blaster. Add 1 Commando Gunslinger unit, gains lethal 1. So you get that, using that Pierce from that, or aim from Independent to get Pierce up at range 2. It's pretty spicy. Yeah. The next heavy upgrade is the Super Commando Marksman, which doesn't have Marksman. Range 1 to 3.
Does this keep you up at night? Yes. You know, you need things to be in their categories.
Yes, if you're gonna call it a marksman, give him a marksman. You can call him a gun. Anyway, range 1 to 3, single rainbow, so red, black, white. Add the Commando Marksman unit, you gain precise. So both of these want that aim token from Independent, either to roll more dice or to pierce. Yeah. So honestly, being able to shoot extra range 3, they're the same price.
Throwing the red, black in there.
Honestly, I think the pierce is a little stronger.
Is always
but you just got to get
strong.
a little closer. Yeah. For the pierce, I think that's a little stronger.
Which makes sense because I would naturally lean towards the marksman in longer range. So obviously that's the wrong choice.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on your list, I guess. And then we've got a named upgrade,
Yes.
Rook Cast. Isn't that the little invisible guy that hung out with Thrawn?
No, that's Rook.
Oh, okay. My mistake. Okay. 35 points, range 1 to 2. We got red, red, white, white. Mandalorian Super Commandos only. Wait, I thought multiple. Isn't the multiple of Commando? Okay, Commandos. I think that's probably been Americanized, I guess. Add 1 Rook Cast Mini. You gain a Retinue Maul and Leader.
Yeah,
It becomes your unit leader. Nice.
Yeah, so on top of either the dodge or aim that you get as part of getting an order or not, you get another aim or dodge just by being near Maul. So more tokens, good.
Yeah, and with his command cards, I think we've figured out the Mandalorians know exactly where they need to be.
Yeah. So if you're only dropping one of these units into your army, I'm thinking you do Rook Cast, you pay the extra, you get it. Cause
5 more points for
5
some
more
really
points.
nice stuff.
The going, what is that? 2 red, 2 white.
And it's
6
got
black.
2 health also. I didn't mention
yes,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's also kind of big too.
And that's big, yeah. And of course, it's the leader, so it would be the last to die in the unit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay, and we got some, of course, more equipment options, because what's
yes.
a Mando without their equipment? Super Commando Combat Shields, and 10 points, equipment upgrade, of course, and only works on the Super Commandos. Gain Shielded too.
I mean, it helps with that survivability.
Yeah.
I mean, you're paying for it, but it helps for that.
Yeah, it's funny, because I'm been really thinking about shielded more, and that's I was playing my Separatists against you, and it was like droidicas and BX droids with shields.
Those are so annoying.
It was cool. Dianoga doesn't care about shields, so that didn't work out, but it was kind of fun. I could feel the will to live just evaporating from your body every time. It's just, okay, let me flip some tokens.
It's like,
okay, I'm gonna recover now. Yeah. Was it optimal? No. Was it fun? Oh, yes. Then we do have the jetpack rockets. What do we got there?
Well, I mentioned that earlier. It's the same as the Rebel 1 red, range 4 only. It is a consumable, so once you use it, it's gone. Blast critical 1, impact 1, 8 points. I say it's identical to the Rebel 1 with the exception of the range band.
Yeah. So yep, 8 points. There you go.
Yep.
And then we've got emergency transponder.
Yeah, so
I like this one a lot.
Yeah, this didn't do what I thought it would do when they first announced all those names a little while back. But I think this is still very strong.
Yeah.
Very strong. It's a comm upgrade for 4 points. Again, it is a consumable. When you activate, if you were activated with an order token from the order pool, meaning not a face-up, they were, a random bag draw, you can burn this to gain 1 aim token, 1 dodge token, or remove a suppression token. So that clutch play, or of course if you stack your bag right, where it's like only core in there.
Man. Yeah. I know it would be such a corner case scenario, but I know that I've lost games by having a unit with only 1 activation. If only I had gotten that 1 suppression off, it would have been fine. And the chances that I would have that unit with that specific upgrade are pretty minimal, but still. It just needs to happen once for it to be the most amazing thing ever.
And at 4 points, it's not quite spammable.
No.
Like a Recon Intel, but it's not overly
Some
expensive.
key units I could definitely see this is going to be a really beneficial upgrade. Especially, I mean, it's not like the comm slot is really stacked for things outside of like link targeting arrays and HQ uplinks. So
yeah, HQ uplinks I think is the biggest competition for this, which at 10 points, it's a big points difference for that. So, what is left to spoil between now and either Celebration? Because I'm curious how much they're actually going to say at Celebration.
Yeah.
Though it's an Asmodee panel.
It is.
I don't think we're going to get a lot of Legion specific stuff. They're going to talk about Shadow Collective, of course, but I don't think we'll get into.
I think so. Yeah. I think it's going to be more. It's going to be more for the Muggles out there that might be stopping by. They're like, oh, Star Wars board games. Let's go see what that's about. And they'll probably talk. I think they said in the brief it was just going to be like, oh, what it's like designing for a galaxy far, far away, which is cool. Yeah. And I know they're going to be doing some giveaways there. So fingers crossed on that one. That'd be great. Be sitting up front with my Legion Outrider shirt, just kind of showing it off as best I go. Like, hey, Hey guys.
Hey guys. Hey,
Remember when we talked?
yeah.
Hook it up.
You guys, as they're like trying to like not like avert their eyes and go, "Oh, this guy, oh god,
He's still following us. Yeah.
Now maybe hopefully you'll get a copy of the Outer Rim expansion.
That's what I'm really hoping is going to be there, because God, I love that game. That is so much fun. We're going to play that again soon.
But what's remaining that hasn't been spoiled and will probably be spoiled between now and Mini Extravaganza?
Well, I think Gar Saxon is going to be the big one, especially given those Super Commandos. I think that he might have some things that interact with them and maybe push them over that, that one wound, gun shy hump there. But
yeah, the bounty hunters too. We need to see all the bounty hunters.
Yeah. So many exciting things coming there. And then, of course, like you said, the Card Pack 2.
What's funny about Card Pack 2, with these articles, they've spoiled everything with the exception of the bounty hunters, of course. They've shown the AA5 card, but the only two upgrades left in that pack that haven't been seen yet are Raiding Party Leader and Frenzied Gunner, which, given their names, I'm presuming are AA5 pilots or crew.
That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense to kind of reflavor them.
I'm thinking the Raiding Party Leader is the field commander for Shadow Collective or for Mercenary. And then the gunner has got to be something that just makes the shoots better.
Yes, exactly.
Since they've already got, the Rebels have their one that does Sharpshooter 1 and...
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the upgrades that they've had. So like the onboard tactician and backworld medic, are they going to be able to go?
Yeah, so I picked up my AA5. I don't know if I've said that on the cast.
I think you mentioned it last time, but yeah.
And I currently have the pieces for the Starspeeder 3000 conversion being printed.
Are you actually doing that?
So I am doing that.
Okay, exciting. You are the best kind of nerd, sir. Yes. I love it.
I'm still deciding on my color scheme for Shadow Collective. I have the fleeting notion of taking the cast member costume from Star Tours, the orange and blue.
Oh yeah, that they all. Oh man,
but
so 80s garish. I love it.
Yeah, we're still figuring that out.
Yeah, let's think about that a little bit more. Sure, we can come up with something a little bit better.
But yeah, so as soon as I can get from the wonderful people helping me print that, getting all those pieces and then getting that assembled and painted is going to be fun.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'm excited to see that and the board you're working and all that hobby stuff. And we're going to be building. I mean, we're both getting some Shadow Collective, so we'll be building like crazy when that comes out here soon. More articles on the way. So much excitement for Legion. Return of Worlds. It's a great time to be in Legion, guys.
So it's going to be hot and heavy this next 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
We've just got Celebration, Mini Extravaganza, the Shadow Collective release, LVO signups. We've got so much stuff going on.
Oh gosh, yeah, the signups too. Well, I'm gonna be volunteering there again this year.
Yeah,
but yeah,
we gotta talk to LJ and see how much help he needs again, and see. I'm willing to help work as opposed to play.
You're the honorary, extra member up there. But yeah, we'll have another episode in 2 weeks. I think the schedule we worked out is 2 weeks an episode after that, and then you'll be in New York, so it'll be another 2 weeks from the next one. But we're gonna have lots of content for each of them, so make sure you definitely tune in. But of course, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And if you have any news, questions, or feedback, you can always email us at legionoutriders@gmail.com, or go and stop on by the Facebook page where Webmaster Dan is always standing by to put up memes and articles at a moment's notice.
I haven't been doing a lot of memes lately. I need to up my meme game.
Yeah, what's up? You just drop them on our Discord and that's it?
Yeah, drop them on our Discord. I've been dropping them on your stream's Discord.
Yes, you have. And thank you for segueing. Dan, where can they find people? Where can you find? Where can the people find you? Third time, that nailed it. First try.
Yeah, so can be found on the Discord as Outrider Dan or Dan Tech. I also like to hang out in your streams.
That's right. Yeah, and you can find me as Outrider Matt or Captain Archer on twitch.tv/Captain_Archer or on Twitter at GRN_Archer. Thank you, everybody. We will see you in a fortnight. Take care, and may the force be with you.
This concludes the current episode of the Legion Outriders podcast. You may cultivate a tactical advantage by observing the Outriders on Facebook or Twitter at Legion Outriders. Wisdom advocates subscribing to the podcast. Acting otherwise is